Welcome back, everyone, to some Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes. Don't expect that kind of energy every time. How we doing today, Dragon? Just eh?
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add.
I mean, didn't you try something?
You can
Get in depth.
check his Chevy.
Can you just seriously for like 2 minutes?
I did for the intro.
Eh.
You tell.
You did it.
Did you put him away?
Not yet.
Why did you put him away? We could have put him away before we did. Oh, my stomach should have.
Basically, him and Thera made chocolate-covered strawberries today.
And vanilla covered, which tastes like icing.
And why did we do this?
Because of the convention.
Yeah, they had a booth there selling chocolate drizzled strawberries. How many skewers, which had like 4 or 5 on them, did you buy the one day you were up there?
How many did I buy right there at the end? Like 3?
4.
To go?
Yes.
I bought 4 to go? I thought I only bought 3 to go.
It was one of those 2 numbers.
Alright, so technically 5 because I bought 1 for Dara.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was technically not an all strawberry one. My first one was strawberry and brownie.
Either way,
Which
you went back to this stand multiple times.
those brownies are like those soft squishy brownies you could get at like Walmart. Very
Although
cheap.
I did too, but I only got their handmade lemonade.
They're fucking strawberries. Oh my god.
Hey, they made a really good cherry and separately, not together, strawberry and cherry lemonade.
If you ever go to a convention again without me and they have those strawberries, can you bring me back some and I'll pay you back?
I can try. But see, this is why I need to form change. It can get you through situations.
Me. Why is it telling us all this shit again?
No, it's because you can combo your form changing.
Yeah, but you literally got all that information when you first started playing.
Not really.
Because in the tutorial area, you could change between forms. I'm just getting caught a little bit. Just a little. Oh, I guess these. Excuse me, I farted. I am here.
Shut up.
Oops.
Yeah, I apologize if you can hear the clacking of the controller more. We've once again changed our setup.
Last setup was hurting.
Well, the very first episode, we were both sitting on the floor of our apartment in the living room, and we have no carpet. I hate this decision, mostly because of my past. And while I can take sitting down for a long time, it's the getting up part that sucks. It was killing him just sitting down like that.
Yeah, my feet kept falling asleep.
So
To the point of hurting.
Yeah, so the second time, I was still on the floor, and we moved close enough to where he could sit on the couch.
I only did it at the end of the video.
No, you did it that whole second episode. Oh,
Is that
hey!
Ashura?
No, this is the Magma Dokkan. Oh god, I forgot which was the fucking dodge button.
Is that Ashura?
No, this is the Magma Dokkan. Shut the fuck up, because I know you're just trying to make a joke and reference.
Wait, no. I got it. It's a Super Saiyan.
My god, shut up.
Heat Blast?
That's the better comparison, I guess.
No. Ultimate Swamp Fire. That's who he looks more like. But like, if Ultimate Swamp Fire were red.
I guess so.
Swamp Fire!
Gotta remember, it's R2 to dodge.
Eh. Eh.
Damn it, guys.
Who?
Shotaro and Philip.
Jotaro?
Shotaro. Jesus.
Joestar? Shotaro Joestar? Shoto?
Time for a finisher.
Not the flaming finisher?
No. Mainly because, unfortunately, I think because of its like fire-based attacks, I don't think the Magma Dopant was taking too much damage from Heat Joker.
Table! And it hurted.
Yeah, I need a heal station. And for anyone asks, like, why are you running around this big place? Because Den sensor moments.
Meh.
I'm just saying we could get a cache of points, or we could get another accelerator plan.
Meh. You said yourself we're not doing this for collecting everything.
I know, but equipment-wise at least.
Mm-hmm. Isn't not everything to collect?
I don't know.
Oh, it's Mr. Black and Mr. White.
What I'm just saying is that we're not gonna like try to like First of all, there's no replaying. Yes, I get your joke.
Dude, you're beating up Mr. Black.
You don't. You're gonna get me. You're gonna get us in so much trouble. That kind of joke.
That's a psych joke.
I don't care.
Where Sean and his friend Gus,
Yeah.
they infiltrate a modeling company. They call themselves Mr. Black and Mr. White.
Of course they do.
Sean calls himself Mr. Black, and Gus is Mr. White.
So let me just get this straight. Because one is a white guy, one is an African American. The white guy is getting called Mr. Black, and the African American is getting called Mr. White.
Yeah. And at first, whenever they say they're Mr. Black and Mr. White, the person they're actually convinced
Yeah.
turns to Gus and is like, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Black." And he's like, "Oh, you think just because he's... Oh. They played off.
God. Probably should have saved that, but eh.
Psych is such a great show.
I know, you love it. I'm not hating you for it either, just... Everybody's got a thing they like.
I know. We're playing yours.
But again, I am kind of screwed if they make any more Kamen Rider games, because again, my PS5 is digital. The only reason why I'm playing these is because they're on disc.
You said that before.
I know, just... Will 1% of 1% of me always be that little bit of salty that I didn't get the disc drive? Yes. But again, I managed to get... Thera managed to get her hands on a PS5 from me back when they were still really, really hard to get, and she paid like almost 3 times what the retail price is for me. So I will always, always, always be appreciative of this. And who knows, I would like to look into it just to see if there's like I've talked about this in other videos. I do want to wonder if there's like an external fucking disk drive I could hook up to it to where I could still play my disc games without needing to like either get a PS5 Pro, because personally I've looked at it and like people are like it barely does any better, and now you can actually take off the disk drive if you want.
That's not the PS5 though. That's just the new PS5. New PS5 Slim.
Either way. Oh fuck. The
Who are these Power Rangers looking motherfuckers?
No, these are the generals from Double.
Alright, I said Power Ranger looking motherfuckers.
And each of their names are their Dopant things. So you got the Clay Doll Dopant, Taboo Dopant, Terror Dopant, and I forget the fucking cats.
Dopant?
Doubles monsters.
What's Dopant?
You're looking at them. Basically, anyone using an impure Gaia memory turns into a Dopant.
There's not a reference to something?
Maybe there's a higher thing to it. I never looked it up myself. But these guys are actually better. See, if you use a corrupted, I want to call it corrupted Gaia memory, or the one sold by a museum, extended use is bad for you. That's their house cat. For the record, this is Philip's family, by the way.
Look at that. Look at that Devil May Cry looking ass wannabe.
The cat?
No, that person.
Terror?
Devil May Cry looking ass wannabe. I am Virgil, demon form.
The one thing I hate is that Terror was supposed to be the BBEG of Double, and then he wasn't even the final boss.
What was Virgil's other form called? Spoilers. The Devil May Cry 5?
Sin.
Sin? He was called Sin. I could have swore he had a different
No.
name.
You're talking about Dante and Virgil's upgrades, right? That's Sin Devil Trigger.
No. The spoiler for Devil May Cry 5,
The game's been out for almost 10 years now. If they don't fucking know, that's on them.
Virgil got split up into V and
Urizen.
Urizen. It's Urizen the wannabe. That's who he is.
Yeah, the only difference is his home weapon ain't fucking buried in that spear. And seriously, I freaking love that I don't have to pay attention to the cutscenes to like make sure things are going forward, because I would not be able to hear the Japanese. But no, the generals of Museum, they use their own designed belts that allows them to keep using their Gaia memories without them getting corrupted. See, Double and his secondary rider, they use purified Gaia memories along with their belts, that way they stay perfectly safe using them.
I don't think I like Kamen.
Give Garo a chance.
I gave the Dragon one a chance and I liked it. But still, I don't think I like Kamen Rider in general.
Explain. Is there a reason?
Every new rider, it's a new gimmick, new like...
Oh,
this belt isn't just like a belt that turns you into these types of warriors. No. This one is very specifically does this thing with the Gaia memories. This one does this very specific thing with books. And it's very like related to that realm and whatnot.
Metal! We now have access to Cyclone Metal. And Heat Metal. Sorry.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they further separate them.
It truly ended up becoming a gimmick. I will admit, Kamen Rider is obviously a toy commercial that looks like a show.
I get that you want to make them all different from each other, but it sort of feels like they're not even loosely connected to each other. Like they're
each season
almost a different show.
Yeah, like
that's in a completely different new universe.
See, they've tried to connect it, like Zio tried to make it to where like every rider before him actually happened in the same timeline. Build, dear fucking god, I don't know how the fuck they tried to work that properly, considering that pulled a fucking dino charge and erase the original universe that whole entire fucking show played out in. But they tried to set that up to where it's like, yeah, each writer actually came before the other one. Revice was an anniversary season because his power-ups did look like previous rider suits, but they never mentioned that. Except for maybe his movie, but I'm pretty sure that movie's non-canon. And actually, I think that's the last time they've done anniversary shit so far.
What's another thing that me and you know that has the torch being passed down from one to another? Hero passes down torch to another, to another, to another, to another.
Power Rangers.
I almost want to say My Hero.
Well,
But I don't
because with
know that
All for
one.
One, yeah. I mean, with the One for All quirk, yes.
But I'm talking about one show that like shows multiple different heroes for the main show.
I don't know off the top of my head. That's a question. That's something to where if anyone watching this knows, comment down below. I would definitely like to answer that. And if this manages to get out before the series is done, I will make sure to shout you out.
I don't know Power Rangers that well, but I feel like Power Rangers does a better job of passing the torch to the next ranger better than Kamen Rider does.
Well, because a lot of the time you had a few changing out Rangers and NPR, but that went on for like 3 years. Then you had a team that showed up for 10 episodes for a miniseries. Then they traded out their powers. Then they traded out their powers. Then they traded out the whole entire team, except for one Ranger. Then they traded out their powers, leaving the one guy who did stay on the team gone. And then you got to the trope of every season was a new team. Sorry.
My point being, they did a coherent job of this is all kind of one universe, one sort of like power behind all of them, one kind of major threat, even though it's a different changing threat, it's the same type of threat.
Well, for the longest time, they actually had team up, like the current season team would end up having a team up episode with the previous team.
And then compared that series
Except
to Kamen Rider, where it's like
They
this
had-
Kamen Rider and this Kamen Rider have like, oh, here's this thing with this story, and the belt does this thing. Oh, now the belt is completely unrelated to the other thing, completely does something new, completely this, completely that. No,
no. Well, Double also used to have team up movies. They don't really do that anymore.
the Mirrorverse with the dragon, Gaia with this one.
Yeah.
The books had their own world. I saw whenever you were watching that.
Yeah, like okay.
But you see how they like further disconnect them from each other in a way that doesn't make a coherent universe with the entirety of Kamen Rider.
Well, if you want to use the explanation from Decade, technically Kamen Rider is working on a multiverse because his whole entire thing is that he visited other Rider worlds, but they weren't the same canon ones from before him. He was visiting AR worlds, alternate reality, since he has the ability to travel to different dimensions.
Another example of how Kamen Rider is completely separated from another Kamen Rider in every single way, including the way they transform and use their power.
Yeah, because I will admit, there might be maybe very short specials that'll have another writer show up. Like Drive, you had like a special to where Axel showed up. I mean, Super Sentai is definitely do the passing of the torch thing, because after a series ends, they usually have like an end song and their whole it's kind of like PBS did for back in the day with cartoons. It's like, oh, this show was brought to you by da 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 da.
But still,
Japan, I'm not done. Just let me finish. Sorry. Japan does this, like they have this little message at the end. Oh, this was brought to you by, and normally they have this already made out thing. God damn it! I went the wrong fucking way. Normally, it's this thing that they've been playing this whole entire show, but the one on the very last episode, it'll be that the Sentai that just ended. It's Red Ranger meeting up with the next season's Red Ranger, and they do this whole little meeting thing, and it's supposed to be the passing of the torch moment.
Yes, but that seems like a non-canon thing.
Yeah, but Sentai always does end up doing their team-up movies, though. That they do consistently.
My point being, they're all Power Rangers. They're all the same type of hero. They're all getting their powers from the same person, right? Zordon or whoever. Or whoever Zordon is passed the torch on to.
Each one has their own system. It's not like they're like 100% connected.
But there's still a loose thread that is connecting them.
Yeah, they all work in Japan.
You know what I mean.
I know. But Sentai definitely tries to make it to where it's like supposed to be like one coherent timeline and all that, especially when you use Gokaiger as a reference. Because them, aka Megaforce, have the ability to turn into every single Ranger team before them. So that means all these Ranger teams did happen. All of their shit did happen. And the thing is, Gokaiger keeps popping up after their season with keys for the teams that came up after them. So they can still turn into teams after them. Which means it's still a coherent fucking thing.
So Power Rangers is doing a good job of keeping it as a coherent universe with things that are like they all have really a similar power.
Power Rangers really used to. I will admit, the whole like trying to keep a coherent thing really didn't come back till Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury.
Did they not do that before? Maybe more loosely, but still.
RPM definitely takes place in its own apocalyptic universe. Dino Charge is now its own. The RPM Rangers. They're literally because
you gotta know. I don't know nothing about either. So
basically, they got Terminated. Dino Charge ended up destroying their whole entire timeline, and now live in a timeline to where dinosaurs never went extinct. And now they're in zoos. No joke.
It's a dinosaur. Holy fucking shit.
But they don't 100% try to like do their. They always try to do their own thing with making nods and references.
I'm not trying to say that they're like purposefully making it a connected universe. I'm saying they're not trying to separate them. They're making sure you know, oh hey, it's still the Power Rangers. It's still, they get their power from the higher being.
The morphing grid, yeah. Like, they all still leech off the morphing... Well, use/leech, whatever you want to call it, from the morphing grid.
Whereas Kamen Rider, one Kamen Rider will probably never know another Kamen Rider unless there's some sort of weird team-up thing going on.
Yeah, one wizard uses magic, another uses coins powered by greed, another one members of the earth. A fucking vampire race that feeds on your literal life force.
The power source for what changes them, the type of thing that changes them, how their world literally exists is different in every version of Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
There's nothing coherent about it. It's Monster of the Week, but Rider of the Week.
I will admit, like, sometimes in those team-up movies, they'll get... Obviously, these forms only end up ever staying in the movie. Mm-hmm. They're never brought to canon, but sometimes they'll end up using powers based on the other one, like the Drive and Gaim team-up movie. Drive ended up getting Drive-type fruits, and Gaim, Drive arms, which is it was his legendary gimmick. In which, that's another thing, like, maybe in a movie or something, they'll get, like, a legendary specialized item. It's their own thing. It was like, with Double, they made a shit ton of Rider Gaia memories. Obviously, Double's never used them, but the point is they are. There's Rider Astro Switches, Rider Lock Seeds, Rider Shift Bikes. Although I don't know, I do know they made a premium Bandai set, but I don't know if they ever made like candy toy versions for that.
I would like to say,
Yeah.
as I'm saying this, there is one thing that could have made Kamen Rider come around. That I can name another show that does make it come around in that exact same way. And that thing that I'm talking about is if those special forms were still used in the show after the movie. Like, whatever Rider was still going on after the movie, there's probably... was the movies ever at the end of a Rider? Or was it always like during a Rider?
Currently, the schedules have been kind of fucked up because of COVID, but back in the day, depending on like how liked the show was, it might get like 2 movies, which is a team-up movie and then its own movie.
But would that be during the Rider season or after?
During.
So it would have been really cool if, like, they talked to the people who were doing the movie, or talked to the people who were doing the show, and then the show was able to, like, schedule around, and hey, after this movie comes out, some of the episodes after, if he's really, really in trouble, he might pull out that movie outfit.
Unfortunately, no. Well, I would... No, I take that back. There is only one reference I know that's ever happening, and that is in Kamen Rider Forza. Because in his team-up movie with O's, he gets the Super Rocket States.
Terrible, we're running close.
Okay. Oh, fuck. We might be fighting the cat.
Smildon?
Yeah, we're fighting the cat.
Smildon.
Samilodon.
Smildon.
You're missing an O.
I didn't see the O.
Yeah, there's an O between the L and the D.
I didn't see it. Smilodon.
Although I think it's funny, because once again, it's the fucking cat that's gonna go out first.
Ew. I got it.
What?
He smeared it on. He smeared it on.
Oh god.
You know?
Yeah.
That's nasty. But anyways. Kamen Rider doesn't really do that, right? It doesn't do the, hey, after the movie came out, we might show the movie special outfit in like an episode or 2 if he really needs it.
Well, they only used it one time, and that was near the... First of all, he got that like within the first 20... I don't remember exactly when, but I do know it was within the first 20 episodes. That movie happened, and then he didn't end up using that form. Only once, by the way. And, fucking bitch. Yeah, right near the end for a training session. Because he was trying to learn how to use his final form without his, like, friendship powering him. Which sounds kind of stupid, but Gentro was all about fucking friendship.
Still, they don't do that. Not often. Or not at all.
It's the only one I know of happening. Because they end up, like, sometimes end up using the movie form in other movies. But not in the... but, like, 99% of the time, the movie form will not show up on the show.
There is another show, another TV show, not related to Kamen Rider. There's another TV show that did have, like, movies with special, unique things in those movies that they eventually brought to the show after.
One sec. God, fuck, I clearly used the wrong goddamn form to fight you, jackass. Okay, you can keep going.
And that they didn't make unique to the movies.
Fuck.
They just made it more of a reference or callback to the movies. Whenever they used it in the show. And do you know what I'm talking about? We mentioned it earlier.
One more time? Sorry.
A TV show that had special stuff specifically for the movies that wasn't in the show. But the show after the movie came out may have used the same stuff again as sort of a reference or sort of a just using it again. Like, hey, that movie did happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
Like,
talking about?
yeah, because, like, again, in in Double's movie, he gets the Cyclone Joker Extreme Gold form, and that basically ends up becoming his, like, true final form for the longest fucking time.
Oh, I wasn't talking about Kamen anymore.
Oh,
I
well,
was saying another show did a really good job of, hey, let's make a movie-specific thing for this movie, and then when the show comes out after the movie, whatever episodes come out after the movie, we might add that special movie thing to the show. You know what show did that?
what?
It did it really well.
Scrubs?
Ben 10. Way Big was a movie special. And yeah, he's now just a regular...
Alien that he uses, yeah.
Yeah. And there were other movies which had, like, villains and other things that reoccurred in the show.
Again, it was before Omnitrix came out, but Ben did get access to Squatch Shock with the Generator Rex movie first, before using it in Omniverse.
See? See?
God damn it.
Did he act like it was his first time using that form in Omniverse?
No.
So there you go. It might have been a callback to that movie.
God damn.
That show did a really good job of
Fucking Mickey, you little bitch.
keeping things coherent with each show going on after. Try to keep it one timeline. Well, for the most part. We don't have the live actions.
Yeah, those are literally... Well...
Not completely counting.
Can we say that their own version of... Well, at least the second one happened in its own events in the show, considering Ben does have access to that little fucking alien in the show.
Which one? Alien?
The little nanotech... I think it actually name was nanotech.
The little fairy looking one?
Yeah.
I think. Oh. Maybe. Maybe
What am I
it was
doing
like
wrong? Okay, thank God.
I'd say the live action stuff.
Eat that, you fucking bitch!
I would say the live action stuff may have happened in the
Oh,
Ben
we're
10 show.
gonna finish it off with Cyclone Joker. Fuck you! Sorry.
I may say that the live action stuff may have happened in the Ben 10 universe. In the animated universe. Any sort of Dragon Ball Super movie type of way. Where some things may have slightly changed, but still for the most part stayed the
Yeah,
same.
I'm saying its own version of events happened in the show. I'm not saying it has to be 100%.
Yeah. But like, I know that one of the movies had this girl with like a bunch of nanotech
Yeah,
creatures.
that.
And she was like made out of nanotech or something. Right?
I think so.
And she was like
Either that or like your dad was controlled by it or something. I don't remember.
almost dated Ben.
Yeah.
She made a reoccurrence in the show. Afterwards.
Oh.
I know I've seen her at least once or twice after that movie. And I was like, oh.
At least there was that.
That's a good way of keeping a movie coherent with a show. Kamen Rider didn't do that.
But yeah, there's a reason why I called that fucking cat and Mickey's, because its name is Mick. Sorry.
Burn something. Sorry, Round Mickey. Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, no.
I'm gonna burn something. Sorry, Round Mick. Why Joker?
Heat. You're close. If you want that, that's Heat Trigger.
No, that's Mick. He's shooting flames at him.
Too many fire forms we need to keep him away from. But no, I will admit, it really didn't become starting a collectathon with your whole true multiple forms thing until Double, I would say.
I'm saying
Is
that.
when you get like the true true interaction play with the belt. Because a lot of the times, the belt when you used to get the belt, it would do all the shit it can except for the final form.
I'm not.
Except Decayed, but eh.
I'm not talking about the belt doing a lot of shit. We'll pick
You
this
just
up
didn't.
in the next episode because we're running real behind.
Yeah, just mainly you're not real happy that like each show like had its own source, and then it wasn't trying to connect.
That it's bubbling itself off from any other writer until they decide randomly, oh,
We're
let's
gonna have an
connect it.
anniversary. Yeah, until we have a true anniversary season like Decade or ZO.
For a crossover event. And then it's like, oh, those bubbles did open up a little.
We'll talk more about this because there's something I should say, but we'll wait till next episode. So, if you guys enjoyed this, do all that YouTube stuff so you never miss another upload. If you have any points you want to try and argue with us, comment that down below because, again, I will shout out people who comment.
Keep in mind, I am not a Kamen Rider fan or a Power Ranger fan, so I know nothing of either universe's show. Or show's
Yeah,
universe.
that's me. The most he's got is Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, but that's been too long for me.
That was when it was airing in English.
Yeah, Dragon Knight.
When it was airing in English, which is.
Dragon Knight, I know. Not Ryuki, Dragon Knight.
I'm not. I'm saying how long ago it was, not who it was. Because we know they
Same
know.
suit. It's like Power Rangers. Same suit, different show.
Listen,
Sorry.
I'm not saying who it is. I'm saying how long ago it was by saying when it aired in English, which is who knows how long back that was.
Mid 2000s, I want to say.
Yeah. So it's been about 25 years since I've seen anything of it.
Either way, we hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll have to see you in the next one. Psycho's out.